Hi Tarot friends, this is Balsamic Moon Tarot. Welcome back to my channel, and thanks for joining me again if you're a returning viewer, and if you're new to this channel, welcome. So I have a deck here that I'm going to pull 3 cards from to choose today's pick a card readings. I'm also going to have a collective reading in the beginning, and it's also a good energy check, like if you're new to my channel, if you want to start with something collective and see if it resonates with you before you continue forward to the pick a card readings. But I'm getting a theme today called Courage at the Crossroads, and I don't know what it means yet, so I'm going to pick the 3 cards for the pick a card piles, and then I'm going to do a collective reading from the same deck. Okay, so for now we have this yellow butterfly here offering guidance, support, and inspiration. So don't mind me as I shuffle first. Let's see, Courage at the Crossroads. What are the 3 cards that should come out today for individual readings? Okay, 3 cards are here. We have 2 of Swords, so very much a crossroads imagery. I don't know, I want to keep the butterfly there, sorry. The Knight of Swords, okay. Interesting. And the Tower, okay. So these are the 3 cards to choose for the pick a card reading today. I'm going to remove the butterfly because I haven't picked 3 objects, so I don't want that to confuse you. But yeah, if that yellow butterfly is calling to you today, then perhaps one of these piles is meant for you. We have the 2 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Tower. Okay, so feel free to skip ahead to the timestamp for your reading. You can also just keep this playing as we go into the collective reading. Okay, so what is the message today for the collective? Courage at the Crossroads. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Courage at the Crossroads. What does this mean? We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. I'm definitely getting a message about money, finances. I'm not getting it's not so much money that is earned. It's not so much about a job. It's something about it could be money that is invested, but not so much, again, not so much capital, but like what we spend our time and energy and resources working on and building on, and we end up spending money on it because we care about it, you know. So this could be like a home renovation, this could be just any kind of home improvement, but it's, I keep getting home themes. More generally, it's really the desire and the vision to build something in your life that is going to stand the test of time. So far I'm getting it in a material sense. So it could be a home, but it could also be a workspace. It could also be interesting. I'm even getting like studio space if you're someone who's more creative. Okay. Courage at the crossroads. What does this mean for the readers today? We have the Devil and we have the Hangman. The Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. Okay. And the Ace of Swords there, right under the Magician. Okay. Interesting. We have the Eight of Swords and we have the Eight of Wands right under it. So, for the collective message today, what I'm seeing is that there is a pivotal moment here where we decide to stop holding ourselves back, stop with the thoughts, the ruminations, intrusive thoughts, analysis paralysis, all the ways that we overthink things to death and we confuse the matter and we muddy the waters with our over-analysis. Courage at the Crossroads is about having this sort of epiphany that you can think something to death, but what is truly going to matter most in your life, always really, ultimately, right? What's truly going to matter in your life is what you did. What did you do? How did you act? What did you choose? How did you behave? So it's like actions, right? And I'm saying that because I have the Magician here. How did your willpower and your, how did you act on your intentions? How did you exert your will upon the world and upon the world around you, upon the limitations that you were given? So there is courage at the crossroads in the sense that you see a clear choice before you. There is the path of giving yourself more time to think something through and hopefully coming to the perfect solution, hopefully having some grand master plan that was just going to solve everything. I'm clearly very biased here. I don't think that's the right path to choose. And the other path is taking action and taking a risk, not necessarily an impulsive or foolish risk, taking a calculated risk, but understanding that it's the action and it's having an action, having action and intention coming together, right? It's the fact that your intention is acted out. And so instead of willing something into being with your words or thoughts, it's willing something into being with a step you take, with an action you take, and even with the money, like the level to which you're willing to invest in it or to pay for what you're aiming for. Does that make sense? So I'm saying this because I do think money is part of this collective message, and I think money is, whoever is drawn to this message, like money has been a theme. Okay, that's everyone. Everyone cares about money. But there's something here about actually changing a perspective on what money can do for you and what money is there for and how money translates into your own happiness and quality of life. So, for example, some of us have jobs that pay a lot of money, but it also takes up a lot of our time, you know, and so you're calculating how your time may be accruing money for you, but there are certain things that it's more it doesn't matter how much you're paid. Your time is still more valuable. Okay, so I feel like there have been a lot of times this message is about feeling a sense of lack, feeling a sense of not enough time, not enough money, not enough energy, and being constantly deprived of it. But at the same time, having such a vision, having such a goal, having such a strong desire to put in the effort, or to direct all your efforts towards a major goal and towards something that you see being so meaningful to you that it will be important to you. It will be a lifelong goal. There will be a lifelong achievement and building. It will take all your life to work on this, but it will be worth it, right? And I say that because with the Three of Pentacles, I always think about the cathedral depicted here, and how, you know, in the Middle Ages, when artisans and you know, laborers and workers were building these cathedrals, they could have spent their whole life building on this cathedral, but they would have never seen, chances are they never saw the end result, or even close to the end result. So it's like working on something that's so important to you that the end result is kind of less important than the fact that you are working on something meaningful. So courage at the crossroads is the courage to choose a path that is very meaningful to you, that really aligns with your values, and also just is passionate. It awakens your passion. It takes all your problem-solving abilities. It takes all your creative abilities. It really focuses you. But being willing to do that without a clear or guaranteed, without a clear guarantee that you will succeed, or that the result will be what you expect. Okay, so I think I'm making that clear, right? It's like the choice is the courage at the crossroads is like choosing the path of the what ifs and the you know, trying to think a way through the problem, and then the path of taking action, which itself has a certain amount of risk, because you don't even know for sure that the action will have the guaranteed result you want. Okay, so I want to focus on this bottom row here, because I think that this is sort of the underlying energy and the external forces that are shaping where we are now. For sure there is, okay, so I'm seeing here that for some of you and collectively our resources, something that, you know, with the devil, I'm really seeing materialistic concerns here, and ambition, and even greed. And I'm seeing that with the Hanged Man, there's a certain sacrifice that's been made, like yeah, some kind of sacrifice or martyrdom, a sense of martyrdom, because we paid dearly for something. Like, it could be like you had an investment and it didn't, you know, it lost value, or it could be like you spent a lot of time in a career and the job went south, or it cost you your health. Like, there's something here that was a personal sacrifice, was a personal, something here that cost you dearly. And the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Swords, I'm seeing that there is an opportunity to address that, but in a very balanced way, and in a way that brings more integrity and synergy into your life, in a way that feels more aligned. So I'm getting here that there will be a return. You will get what you are owed, in a sense. You will get what you deserve. It's not going to necessarily be a windfall, but it's going to be something more fair. For example, if you were in a career that cost you dearly in your health or your stress, you will eventually find this new career or this new position or job that will give you the more balanced lifestyle that will improve your health, okay? So it's not necessarily going to cure you of your ailments, but it is going to at least improve the conditions of your life, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. But there is still a pivotal moment where we have to make a decision, or it's not so much that we're making the decision, it's that we actually understand now that we always choose at this crossroads, that we have this choice. Because I think up until now, a lot of us maybe thought we didn't see it as a choice. We just kind of went along and went along with our actions or inaction. We just sort of went along with that, not seeing that we are choosing inaction, or we are choosing to hold ourselves back, or we are choosing to let confusion kind of overtake our lives and our stress levels and stuff like that. Okay, see the Hangman again. And the Chariot. Look, the choice is so clear. The Hangman or the Chariot. And look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Oh, wow. I was going to say holy cow. I'm just going to say holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, the Hangman, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. Like, what? This is incredible. Set your sights. That's what I'm hearing. I think that for a lot of us, it was really important. We shouldn't think of our past as wasted time. It was really important that we went through whatever trials and tribulations we went through. It's really important that we worked on something, or we gave to something that didn't pan out, that didn't return what we expected. With the Hangman, I feel like this personal sacrifice, you know, while I hate to say stuff like it's always meant to be, or, you know, it's just the fact that there is value in not getting what we expected, or in things not panning out and things not turning out. And while we may be tempted to constantly analyze the past, or constantly analyze our own decisions, and, you know, kind of like a flow chart, like seeing ourselves at the beginning of the flow chart and thinking like, oh, well, if I went this way, I would have gone that way, or if he didn't, you know, if they didn't do that, like, rather than thinking about all the various what ifs, we have a choice to move on and to set our sights on something that really, like, galvanizes us. And it's not just a distraction. It's not something that is just a passing phase. It's something that is feels truly like it's our own special path. It's the path we're meant to go down. And it's the path we're meant to succeed in. It's our path to victory. It's our path to ultimate success and fulfillment here, and it's the path to happiness. It means actually seeing in your own life that many things, many forces are at play, and there are forces in movement. There's flow. There's energies, like pathways of energies that you can tap into, currents, you know, energy currents that you can tap into. So it's almost like you can see the open ocean as just, you know, the sea, or you can see it as currents, and you can see it as, you know, wind patterns and tidal patterns. And so the message here is that you should set your sights on something, on what it is, you know, you want, And you know what that is. You set your sights on it. But you must also understand that it takes courage to wrangle the forces in your life, to tap into the forces in your life that will propel you towards that. So you don't have to, it's not just going to take your own actions to get there. It's going to take you tapping into larger forces to get there. And I think up until now, collectively, we've felt removed from the forces that would carry us forward, but now we're feeling more tapped into it. Wow. Okay, so that's the collective message for today. I hope that is helpful to you. And if this resonates for you, and if you're new to my channel, I definitely encourage you to pick a card, go to the pick a card screen and choose the card that's resonating with you today and check out that reading. The timestamps are below in the description, and you can feel free to skip ahead to that reading, okay? Take care. Bye for now. Hello, Pile 1. This is your message. You selected the Two of Swords. I have your cards already shuffled and selected here, and the theme of this reading today is courage at the crossroads. So what do we have as a message for you, and what is the advice, or just what's coming through from your guides with regards to this theme, courage at the crossroads? So we have direction. Wow. Lovely. Very cool. We have humility for the I Ching Oracle here. Hexagram 15, earth above, mountain below, and there's a beautiful rose depicted here in the mountain. Okay, we have can't be caught. Whoa. This is another oracle card. We see a star here. A star with like trailing a rainbow. And these are like shooting stars maybe, but we see hands trying to grasp a star that can't be caught. Interesting. Oracle card number 24 here. The gallery of those who came before. And here we see like a caterpillar looking at framed photos of butterflies. Okay, very cool. For our tarot cards, we have Page of Swords. There's a chariot there, charioteer. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. So, courage at the crossroads. What is the message for Pile 1? And you selected the Two of Swords. Okay, so I think that courage at the crossroads as a message and as advice, it's the fact that I think that there's something in you that wants to run away, that wants to just sort of take flight because you're a bit afraid of commitment with someone or something. I think it's just part of your it's just like an old habit, and it's an old urge to just be like, okay, that was fun, I'm gonna go now. But there's something in your life that could use more of your time and energy and focus, and it really speaks to you. It really humbles you. I think it's service oriented. There's something about service in this picture, some special way that you contribute that's sorely needed. And it could be a new feeling for you to actually really like being needed and like helping in this way. I think that you're also involved in this in a way where you're really inspired by the people who have been in service before you, like the people who have served in this capacity or served this organization or this project. Like, you know, I feel like there's some kind of organization or project that's been around for some time, and then you came into the picture and you started like volunteering, or you just started working for it. Like you've been helping out in some way, and it's really opened your eyes and opened your heart in a big way. And there is a tendency or a temptation for you to be like, okay, well, that was cool, I'm gonna move on now. But there's also this other voice that's just like, wow, what else is here? Like, what is this feeling that I have, and how can this deepen and grow? And so I think that with the Page of Swords here, it's this advice that you should, you know, courage at the crossroads. It's like you should entertain the possibility of something being both commitment or oriented, like stable, right? Something that you have to have a level of commitment with, but something that also offers you the opportunity to expand and grow and have new challenges, right? Something that will always give you a new challenge. It will always stimulate your curiosity and your need for that intellectual like exploration. So I feel like this situation you're in could give you an opportunity it could give you these new opportunities and this constant stimulation, but in a stable environment. So, you know, maybe like there is a degree program, or there's some kind of program or class or workshop or boot camp, or like some kind of, you know, training that is really calling to you now, and you're just sort of entertaining the idea. Well, Page of Swords, I think you need to keep going down that line of thinking, and I think you need to keep entertaining these ideas coming to you. Keep doing your research, keep your ear close to the ground, keep observing, you know, keep gathering information, be very curious, be very chatty, be very like inquisitive, and just find out more, you know, learn more about the big picture here, because I think that with the Knight of Pentacles, there's staying power in this aspect of your life, you know. And again, it's something that you are in service to, like you help out in some way, and there's more to, you know, there could be a path here for you that really gets all your needs met, but also helps you grow and enrich yourself. So the courage at the crossroads is, you know, it's about understanding that you can be in a stable situation that also gives you continually new and exciting experiences, you know, like those two things are not mutually exclusive. Okay, pile one. So I hope that's helpful to you. Good luck with, you know, with whatever this is for you. And thank you for joining today. If this resonated with you, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Feel free to comment, and I hope to see you at the next reading, okay? Thanks, pile one. Take care. Hello, pile two. This is your reading. The theme today is Courage at the Crossroads. And I have already shuffled and selected your cards, so let's see what the message is for you today. You selected the Knight of Swords, okay? We have partnership. Lovely. We also have, this deck wanted to give me two cards. Oh, Kintsugi. Kintsugi? Kintsugi. Very lovely. Let me focus on this again. So you see here a statue with the cracks. You know, a statue pieced together and the cracks painted with gold, showing how, you know, our broken parts, our flaws, or our pains, our wounds can be sources of beauty and grace and personal transformation. Wow, holding together. hexagram 8, water above, earth below. So I do feel like there might be a relationship here. That seems to be pretty obvious so far, but let's see. I'm not quite sure. Hexagram. Oracle card number 44 here. Your dreams are closer than you think. And we see a cup with, you know, like a springing water forth, and a hand reaching out from a darker cloud, like a rain cloud, a darker blue hand. So showing something, perhaps reaching out from the sadness, reaching out from despair, and now realizing that, you know, the thing that you long for or dream for or pine for is actually within reach. Your dreams are closer than you think. Okay, beautiful card there. And for a tarot card, I selected, well, rather, we selected, what came out was the Two of Pentacles. So, such an interesting Two of Pentacles here. We have 2 candles, a magnet, and hands in the prayer shape with apples. I need to look up this description because it's so fascinating as a depiction of the Two of Pentacles. Okay, pile 2. Wow, I have to read this because this whole reading can be explained with the description for this Two of Pentacles card. Yeah, you see that, right? Okay. Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a time of manifesting abundance while also managing and balancing. You see the goal, but are also in the very beginning stages of creation and organization. There is so much that you want to do, and your heart is full of hope. Wouldn't it be great if you had a few extra hands? It is important that you focus less on doing more and instead on precise execution. So we see here precise execution with the Knight of Swords, and we see someone who wants to go for it, who wants to get things done. But we also see partnership and holding together, and kintsugi, which is, you know, talking about healing and working with our flaws, not seeing our flaws or our limitations, and, you know, what we see as limitations, not seeing them as something that should be erased or glossed over, but should actually be things that are celebrated, the things about ourselves that should be embraced and celebrated, because it makes us unique. It gives us character. It gives us the characteristics that we need to live life to the fullest. I'm actually going to check this kintsugi description. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Confucius. Yeah, so I'm actually seeing here that there is a partnership you have with someone, and this person sees you as you are, and they accept you as you are, and they adore you, and they think you're wonderful just as you are, and they don't see, you know, what you perceive as flaws or brokenness. They don't see it that way. They see it as the essential, quintessential side of you that shows your pure heart, your you know, I'm hearing, you know, your pure gold. And that's also the thing about kintsugi, is that the reason why in this practice the cracks are painted over with gold is because it's how the cracks in us allow the light to shine through, right? It allows us to see, to feel even more so, to feel the unique fire within us, the unique brilliance within us that comes from our center, our heart, and radiates outward, right? Okay, so with the theme of courage at the crossroads, what I'm seeing here for you, pile 2, is that you are definitely someone who has a goal or an ambition, but you are now understanding that you don't have to be the only person. Like, you're not the only person who wants this for you. There's someone else who wants this for you. There's someone else supporting you. And the courage at the crossroads is to allow someone to share in your journey and to, you know, to be courageous in a sense of that kind of, you know, to be courageous in letting someone come that close, letting someone support you in that way. Your dreams are closer than you think. So I think that you have seen yourself as achieving a goal on your own, but like feeling this, there's a new feeling here coming into your life where you actually feel like, oh, like there's someone who believes in me. There's someone who wants me to achieve this. And it makes you realize that, like, the goal itself is less important. It's the fact that you, how do I say this? It's like just having that love or support in your life is making you less, it makes it less urgent to achieve this specific thing. And it makes you realize that just appreciating what you have in your life and appreciating the love in your life is grounding you in such a way that you realize there's some things you don't need as much. I hope that makes sense. Let me pull some tarot cards here, because I'm getting relationship, but I'm also getting career, like ambition and career. So I think you yourself are a bit confused and torn on the subject. Holding together, I think, is what is key here. This card, holding together, because it's like 10 of Cups. Wow. Yeah, see, it's the fact that you can have a community. And I think maybe you didn't think before that you could have a community, but you can. And you know what? Maybe you thought before you couldn't have a family, but you can have a family. You know, you can build the family life that perhaps you didn't have before. And I think maybe, you know, your need to achieve something is related to the belief that you will never have support, or you'll never have acceptance, or you'll never have community. But now feeling that community and feeling supported, it's sort of changing your ambition. So it's not that you're less ambitious than before, it's more that you don't feel like you have to get it all now. Like you feel like you can sort of enjoy your time on earth at a more steady, even pace, because you have people in your life to enjoy that time with. So pile 2, that's your message for today. I'm just going to check holding together really quickly. Look at that. Hexagram number 8, holding together. Holding together produces success. High-level teamwork is achieved when the right players on the right team share a clear goal at the right time. A team forms its relationships in a delicate manner. Chemistry is brewed in the vat of shared experience. A strong sense of unity and wholehearted commitment is required for team success. So, you know, this is the thing. The vision is there. 10 of Cups, the vision is there. I think 4 of Cups is showing that there are times when you doubt that the support is there, the right people are there, the right people will come. I think at least one person is here who is the right person. But, you know, perhaps you do need a team and a whole community. And I think that, you know, courage at the crossroads is about moving in the direction of inviting more people along with you, inviting more people on your team, more people to join in your effort, and realizing that, yeah, you definitely don't have to do all this yourself. You can be a leader, you know, you can be the person leading the effort and inspiring others and helping the collective problem solving, you know, helping that move along. So pile 2, that is your message. I wish you the best in this particular project or goal or dream of yours. And thank you for joining today. If this resonated, please click the like and subscribe buttons and feel free to comment. I would love to hear from you how this applied to you, okay? I hope to see you at the next reading. Thank you. Take care. Hi, pile 3. This is your message today. The theme is courage at the crossroads. So you selected the Tower card, and I have shuffled and selected your cards here. So let's see what this means for you. Courage at the crossroads. What is the advice? What is the message coming through for you today? We have transcendence. Okay, lovely energy there. We have weightlessness. We have oppression. Hexagram 47 from the I Ching. Lake above, water below. Lake above, water below. Interesting. We have another oracle card here. 58, afraid of the attic. Okay. We see here, interesting, we see what looks like something canine, like canine, like wolves or dogs coming up, barking up this attic. And their snouts are very prominent. They're drawn to something. Okay. 3 of Pentacles for your tarot card here. Very pretty. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, look at that. All this abundance and wealth that is possible. A new day, a new dawn is also what I'm hearing here. So, pile 3. Okay. You've definitely done, I feel like you are just beginning to believe now that whatever was holding you back, oppressing you, keeping you stuck, keeping you imprisoned even, I'm hearing the word imprisoned, you just beginning to feel it's finally gone. Because I think it's been gone for some time, but you didn't really believe it. You know, there's been a lot of fear that it would come back. And I know I'm being vague, but this can apply in many ways. It can apply as an abusive relationship that was oppressing you. It can apply as, you know, perhaps poverty, like having a difficult financial situation and having to suffer and struggle for a long time. That could be the oppressive situation. It could be a health issue, you know, something that maybe kept you immobile or kept you constantly going to doctor's appointments. That was oppressive. So it could be anything, but it was something very oppressive that has no longer, that you've overcome or you've moved past it, or it has gone away, but it's only now that you're really beginning to feel free of it. And for some time you've been really afraid of having to go back, you know, like having to experience it again. You've been afraid that it's going to sort of catch you, you know, like ensnare you. And that's such a such a scary feeling. But I think courage at the crossroads now is about this moment where you finally feel free of it. You finally feel like you are in a new place, a much better place in your life. You feel liberated. You'd also just feel proud of yourself. You feel like you transcended this big struggle and you've come out the other side of it, you know, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, right? You've come out of it a stronger person, a better person. So the crossroads situation here is the fact that you can see yourself now having abundance and vitality and stability and just in general, just something very solid and beautiful and stable in your life. There is, there's opportunities around you. I feel like it's not even just one opportunity. I feel like you're getting multiple proposals or opportunities coming your way here. You get a choice. That's what I'm hearing. You get to choose. You might even have multiple suitors. It might even be a situation where there are multiple people who want to, commit to you or want to have you in their life, and you're just considering all these possibilities. You're just like, oh wow, okay. But I think overall, Courage at the Crossroads is really about, you understanding that you've turned over a new leaf, that there's something from your past that will, while it has haunted you, it is not coming back. And you can really look forward to a new day. You can really look forward to a new page, a new chapter in your life. And you can even make a choice that will be, more commitment oriented. So perhaps signing a new lease on an apartment because you've decided, oh, I like this city, I want to stay where I am, or moving in with someone is another example. Staying in a job, maybe there's a job where you have been freelancing and they want to offer you a full-time salary job with benefits. It could be that, like, you're now getting this proposal, this opportunity for more stability and wealth and abundance, and you're in a better place in your life where you're ready to receive it. You're ready to. It feels aligned, right? It feels right. So, pile 3. I think you're in a great place, and this crossroads situation is just, the crossroads is about putting your past behind you, not letting your past struggles define you. Like, they're part of you and you will never forget what happened to you, but they don't have to be like they don't have to define your new life. And I say that because with the 3 of Pentacles, you really are laying a foundation. You're laying groundwork for something important and meaningful and long-term. You're laying groundwork here. You're building up something here. And perhaps you felt fear that, this past struggle is going to be, it's always going to be in the picture, or it's just like you just can't help but it defining you in this way. And I'm just telling you now, it doesn't have to define you. In the new situation and the new opportunities opening up in your life, you can rebuild anew. You can build something new that is not a reflection or dependent on this oppressive thing from the past. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm just telling you how I see it in the cards. Wow, the Hanged Person. So today, you might want to look at the collective reading if you didn't see that today. The 9 of Swords. Yeah, so, I think that perhaps there's even a mental health issue here. Or just like, okay, the Hermit, yes. And the 10 of Swords. Okay, so it's like, there could be guilt. There could be that survivor's guilt. And this temptation to not, go forward, to not take an opportunity because you're like, oh, that opportunity wasn't given to the other people who struggled like me. It's okay to take advantage of these opportunities and don't feel guilty. Don't sacrifice yourself because you think that it's the better it's the high road in that way. You know, you're just sacrificing yourself, and you don't need to be this sacrificial lamb, okay? Like I don't know who that's going to resonate with, but that's just the truth. You don't need to be the sacrificial lamb. You can do great things. You can be a good person. You can survive. You can be a survivor. And you can do right by, you can live your values. You can live a meaningful, important spiritual life as a survivor who is still building a life of abundance, okay? Yeah, I'm getting a big theme here with someone who's like had to struggle and really witnessed a lot of other people struggling. And I think there's a survivor's guilt here, in that maybe you're getting these opportunities and you feel selfish in taking advantage of these opportunities, but you really shouldn't. Like, spirituality is not just like, you didn't take a vow of poverty. You know what I mean? Like, spirituality is not suffering. Like, suffering is not inherently spiritual. You can be a spiritual person as well as being living in the material world. You know, you don't have to be greedy necessarily, but you don't have to be like depriving yourself either. You don't have to punish yourself. So I think the survivor's guilt is part of this crossroads right now. So let's see, is there, okay, something from, what is this card? 77, the sword. Okay, you see the sword coming up? All these swords showed up. 9 of swords, 10 of swords, the hermit, another 9. But here's the one sword. You know, here's one sword to cut through and reach you. The message wants to reach you. It wants to cut through this confusion. I think there's a lot of negative self-talk here, and there's a message of cutting through here. Cutting through the confusion, cutting through the despair even. Okay, to end this reading, I need to read this guidebook's description, because it's really incredible here, and I think it really applies here. So the message for the sword embraced excuse me, the sword embraced by the Ouroboros, which is the snake, right, eating its tail. The sword embraced by the Ouroboros, the sword that cuts both for good and for ill, and the symbol of recreation and the eternal. Together they create 4 quarters, each representing a season and a part of ourselves and a whole. You are the creator of which direction you go, which season you live in, your birth and rebirth and rebirth again. Hold the sword in power. You have control, and you can use your sword to protect yourself in constant transformation. So with the sword here and what has, shown up with the hermit and the hanged person, I think your crossroads is very much internal. It's very much a spiritual internal situation. You have the tower here, so you are going through a major rebirth, and you have experienced a lot of upheaval and destruction in your life, but you have the opportunity to rebuild and to be reborn here, and to be reborn and transformed in a way that is going to really liberate you, okay? To not return to the struggles and the oppressive structures in your life, but to actually be reborn anew as someone who can experience joy and liberation, personal liberation. So pile 3, I hope this message helps you, and I wish the best for you. If this resonated with you, please click the like and subscribe buttons, and feel free to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. But thank you, pile 3. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you at the next reading. Take care.